The reason why you're not getting the results you're looking for is because you are in what is called the dip. You are right about here. And you might be thinking, okay, well, that looks like a chart of success, and that would be your success, and this is where your starting point. But maybe you've been doing this certain thing that you haven't got the good results for multiple years. Well, what the dip essentially is whatever you start, you are going to have this sort of time where you're not going to get any good results. You might even not get any bad results. You may not get any results at all. And what the dip basically shows is, do you want to pursue this thing if there is no results that come after it? So for example, this video right now, it probably is not going to get a super great amount of results. I'm just going to be honest. And that's okay with me because this is what I love to do. I love to teach people online. If it only gets to reach 10 people, that's fine with me. If I can help 10 people, that's perfectly fine with me. I'd rather that than have millions of views that I don't get to help everybody, right? And this is what the dip would be. Even though I've been doing it for a long time, I've started back up my content creation journey. I started in 2020 actually, grew a couple channels up until 2021, then didn't do it in 2022, and then got back in more in 2023, 2024, 2025. And yet I'm still seeing similar results, but I love to do it. That is the dip. You have to figure out, is this something you want bad enough? Is the results you want bad enough worth going through this dip, or to just quit? This is another chart that happens in business as well, is people get this sort of optimistic, uninformed optimism where at the beginning of their journey, they go up here and then they drop off chart, is because their friend tells them about this great new idea. And so then they go ahead and try it and they realize, wow, this is a lot more work than I thought. And then they give up here rather than finding out and keep going with the consistency. And that's what you have to do here, except this is not a matter of result orientated or success orientated. It's if you love something enough to go through the dip. If you don't, then that means it's a good sign for you to quit. And that doesn't mean necessarily a bad thing. If you don't love doing something, then it doesn't matter the results you're going to get. It's not going to be worth it anyway. So the reason why you're not getting the results is just because you're in the dip. So you need to figure out, is the thing that you're doing right now worth getting the results for? Are you happy? Are you loving this? Are you loving the process, or are you only looking for the results? Because when people are only looking for the results, they'll fall off. I used to do this thing back when I had some followers on a different account. I would do this like shout out for shout out thing. And I would shout out smaller channels. But I realized every time I shouted out the smaller channels, they gave up because they gained a lot of followers in the beginning that they didn't actually deserve. And so they gave up. They weren't motivated because they didn't actually love the process. They loved the result. But if you're always result orientated, then you're not going to be able to be in a position where you actually get the good results you're looking for, or if you do, they won't be sustained. So you're simply in the dip. It takes time to get out of the dip. Love the process, and you'll be fine, and you'll get the results you're looking for, but make sure it's always something that you love. This is your life, guys. Take full control.